Hey, everybody. I just wanted to give you a heads up. We're going to spend a few days talking about this Lewis and Clark expedition. So I'm going to just show you the website and let you know how to navigate it, just in case you're wondering like what you need to do for each part. So I'm going to share my screen just so you can see this awesome website. This is a website about Thomas Jefferson and his whole life, pretty much. You can find like a brief biography of Thomas Jefferson, his impact on the Declaration of Independence, religious freedom, the kind of controversial topic of Thomas Jefferson, a man of liberty, and slavery, definitely not liberty. His impact and creation of the University of Virginia. But down here, this is what we're going to do for a few days. We're going to hang out right in here, the Louisiana and Lewis and Clark. Um, Friday's assignment is going to ask you questions from the Louisiana Purchase, just to again make sure that you understand the impact of that, the origins of the Lewis and Clark expedition, and preparing for the expedition. There's going to be stuff from in there. Um, these articles are a bit long, so don't be afraid to take your time reading through them. Um, it's a really awesome little resource that if you just want to sit back and play around a little bit, this is like an online museum, pretty much. I really like this map. You're probably going to see it on a quiz sometime. And this is a map essentially showing our two main well, I guess three, if you include Thomas Jefferson, our three main characters in this story of exploring the West. Um, it's got an awesome timeline below. You can see the eventual United States here, um, different Native American groups that were encountered along Lewis and Clark's journey, and I it's something like this that I'm just like geez, I wish I could just take you all on a little vacation somewhere out west and just do this online class out there, because it is quite monumental. Like I mentioned in yesterday's assignment, yes, this is important for the United States. And it's also important to keep in mind that there were already groups of people out there. And I like this map because it shows you some of the Native American tribes that were encountered along the way. It shows Lewis and Clark's journey out west, and that would be the little red line there, as you can see, and then they got to come back. Um, it is for me one of the defining stories of our country. If you've ever wanted to move away from where you are at right now, a chance to start from the beginning, this story is for you, because like the United States starts on the East Coast, and we acquired territory, Northwest Ordinance, one of the rare successes of the Articles of Confederation, and we're moving out west now with the Louisiana Purchase. There's a lot to break down in these articles. One thing that I would ask is that you just take some time to read through it. This is, yes, it's only like a 10 question, like kind of multiple choice. But if you stick in here and you play around, um, we're going to be in this one, the Louisiana Purchase for today, Friday, origins of the expedition. A little short and sweet. And uh, there's just so much to break down that I'm just like, God, how what do I want you to learn? It's 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 pretty fun. So without further ado, um, like these little um, like side websites within this like Thomas Jefferson Monticello website are a lot. Um, so, like I said, we're going to hang out in the first three parts right here. I will insert links to the websites that I need you to visit to answer the questions and respond, like on the Louisiana Purchase. I will link it, the background of it, negotiations, kind of already learned about this. This gives you a little bit more of an insight. And then down here, you've got a timeline that you can play with. And this really goes back to the like original, well, not original, but the first online class when we are learning about why people migrated here. You see New Orleans being founded in 1718. In 1762, France cedes or gives up New Orleans and Louisiana west of the Mississippi to Spain. Kind of the territory exchange, French Revolution, which is something that I'm not going to cover because I don't have time, but it is quite interesting that the United States um, officially becomes a country in 1776, wins the war against the British, get the Treaty of Paris there, and then, oh, there we go. Another country wants to um, rise up against the king. French Revolution, not, mm, yeah, might as I'll just wait for your world history teacher to cover that. Napoleon Bonaparte rising to power, very important. This website is just so much fun to play around in. If you like U.S. history, you see the map of the Louisiana Purchase, Lewis and Clark's little journey out west there, and that's just one little bit. So yeah, there's a lot to break down here. Going to the origins of the expedition. You're going to learn about one of my relatives, William Clark. A confidential letter. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot. And I can't stress this enough. If you are bored this weekend, please hang out in this website, click through it. At the very least, it's going to be really helpful for, your grade. There's a lot of information going to be coming down the pike. So I hope you enjoy this. Thursday's little question about, would you want to explore an unexplored area is really a good way to start thinking about what the impact of the Louisiana Purchase actually was. It was unexplored to Americans. And we have a president that kind of went beyond the scope of the Constitution. So, all right, I'll stop nerding out and just let you dig in. And with that being said, have fun. I hope you're doing well and enjoy this. It's really awesome. Have a good one.